Okay, the key takeaways from this discussion, I believe, were first, that there is a slight disconnect between the powers of authorities to enforce competition law about economic activity that might impact their jurisdictions, and their ability to actually enforce it outside, and that gap can be bridged by international cooperation, but there are significant challenges. That's the first one. The second point is that this provides, as Josh said, significant challenges for companies who need to navigate not only multiple jurisdictions, but also the interaction between those jurisdictions and potentially conflicting orders from different places that may put them in a very tough spot, in addition to having to follow everything. And finally, for the NCAs, there's the additional challenge, which is usually not very clear, about coordinating their activities in a way that maximizes their duty to their own public in their own country. Finally, I think the last takeaway, there are numerous developments, the first one includes authorities starting to look at third country enterprises and their impact in the market, and because evidently there's a concern but you cannot really reach out to them and there might be information there, this raises problems and challenges that are now being worked out. This is compounded by the fact that everything is now online. And this raises, I think, at least two different types of challenges. The first one is, how do you ensure that you access only relevant information? Because there's relevant information mixed with other business information and with personal information. This links to a second point, which is, how does that impact the rights of defense and fair process, given all this? But third, how does the fact that you need to do all this impact the fact that, okay, maybe the information is actually that you want is relevant to you, is outside, and that, how do you bridge that political diplomatic gap? And I think we'll see this being litigated and worked through governments and legislative instruments in the years to come.